Hi, Ewan. Hi, Ngọc.
Hello, teacher.
And how are you today?
I'm very good.
Good. Ewan, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so, no, not there. So we're going to do a ielts cue card and we're going to do some questions, okay? Okay, I'm going to type it for you. I see. Okay, let's see. This one says, type the question for you. Okay. Describe a couple you know who have a happy marriage. You should say who they are, how you know them, what they usually do together, and then you have to explain how you feel about their marriage. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's start with Ngok. Ngok, what is a marriage?
Could you repeat that, please?
What is a marriage?
Marry is meaning wedding.
Yes, it's a wedding, but it's a wedding is when you start your marriage. But what is a marriage? Ewan, do you know what is a marriage? Who knows what a marriage is? Ewan? I can't hear you, sweetie. You have to unmute. You know what there we go. Do you know what a marriage is? What is a marriage?
Marriage is the boy and the girl. They hôn nhân.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So marriage, yes. So marriage is when two people promise to live together forever. It's a forever promise that you make, that you will live together, and then you usually share a house. Sometimes they don't. They raise the children as mommy and daddy. When you divorce, that's when you split up. That's when you're not married anymore. But when you are married, everything that you own is together. So you have a house together, you have got cars together, you've got furniture together, you do everything together. And a happy marriage is when the two people that are married are actually happy. There's not a lot of fighting or throwing things around or going on holiday on their own and the other one stays at home, or the one works all the time and the other one sits and do nothing. That's not a happy marriage. Happy marriage is what you put into that marriage box. You have to put everything in what the other person puts in. That's going to be a happy marriage. Man, are you there? Man, are you there? Man, I can't hear you. You have to speak up. I can't hear you, sweetie. Man, I can't. There you are. Okay, man, what do you think is a marriage? What makes a happy marriage?
I think
What makes a happy marriage? I can't hear you, sweetie. You have to speak loudly. Man, I can't hear you, sweetie. Man, I can't hear you. If you don't know, you have to say, I don't know, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know or you don't know? What's the answer? I need to carry on. I can't wait for you. Do you know? You don't know, okay. Ngok, what do you think is a happy marriage?
Happy marriage is a woman and a man have a happy love, and then we and and they encourage the winning.
Okay, in order to have a happy marriage, now anybody can have a marriage, but it takes work to have a happy marriage. Both people have to work. You have to have a deep love for each other. You have to bond. Bond means you have to, it must be your best friend. You must really have a deep sense of friendship. So remember, it's your best friend. That person, you share everything with that person. You share secrets. You share money problems. You share work problems. You share family problems. You share all your problems and your happy moments with that person. You trust that person with your whole life. You share everything with that person. So you have to have a deep sense of friendship. It's your friend. It's your best friend that you're married to. Okay, you have to have a great understanding. You have to have a great understanding, because if I say, for example, we have $1,000 left for the month. Now we have to buy food. Now I go and buy $500 of clothes. Now we don't have enough money for food. So we have to have a great understanding of how we work with our money, how we raise our children, how we go to work, how we live, what activities can we do. You have to agree on everything. Everything you do, your partner must know, okay? You must have a good communication. It doesn't help not speaking to your partner and you are angry, but you don't want to say to them why you're angry. You have to communicate. Good communication between the two of you makes a happy marriage, okay? You must do what the other person likes. You can't always do what you like. Say, for example, Ngok likes to go to the movies, but Ewan likes to cycle, and Man likes to go jogging. I can't always do what I like. Sometimes I must also do what my partner likes, even if I don't like it. I must also go jogging or go to the cinemas with him. I can't just do what I want to do. So you have to think about the other person as well when you do activities. Okay, so you must be able to do different activities with your partner. You can go shopping together. You can go to the movies together. You can go. You can do sport together. You can maybe go to a. It can be something it's a joint thing, something that you can do together. Okay. Okay, these are things that makes a great marriage. You have to care for one another. You have to care. You have to put the other person in front of you. You can't always think about yourself. You must think about the other person as well. Okay. So there's lots of other things as well, but let's talk about these. Okay. who they are. Now, Ngok, do you know anybody that has a happy marriage? It can be your parents, your uncle and your aunt. It can be friends of your parents. It doesn't have to be your parents. It can be anyone. It can be your teachers.
I think my parents just have a happy marriage.
They've got a happy marriage. Okay. So how you know them? It's your parents. What do your parents do together? Why do you think they have a happy marriage? What do they do together? Do they make, maybe you can make food together, you can cook. So my husband likes cooking. So when he gets home after work and he cooks, I sit with him in the kitchen. I help him sometimes and we talk about, that's my time with him. I like to go to the gym and to the leisure center and do sports. So he comes with me, even if he doesn't like it, because that's what I like. But he likes cooking. So I sit with him in the kitchen and we talk and I help him with the potatoes or the carrots. So something they do together. What do they do together?
They go shopping together. They go to a travel around Vietnam.
Okay, so they go shopping together. Good. Okay, and how do you feel about their marriage? Is that something you also want, or would you like to improve it, or do you think it's too much? Not too happy, but they do too many things together. What is your feeling about their marriage? What's your feeling about their marriage?
I feel that Mary is very happy and very lovely.
Okay, Ewan, do you know anyone that's got a happy marriage?
Can you say again?
Do you know anybody that has a happy marriage? Do you know a couple?
I think it it Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth.
Okay, and why do you think they have a happy marriage? What do they do together? What do they do together?
I think they have a marriage. Yes, marriage more than 7 decided.
But you must know them. It mustn't be somebody in the news. You must know them. So who is this couple? Is it your friends or your parents or your auntie or your teachers? You must know this couple. It can't be a celebrity because we don't know them. It can't be somebody from the TV or from the news. It must be somebody you know, a couple that you know. Your neighbor.
I think your parent.
Your parents? Oh, okay. So what do they do together?
No, my parent.
Your parents?
My parent.
Okay, so your parents got a happy marriage?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do they do together?
They they can go shopping and go a trip together.
They go shopping together. Okay. And how do you feel about their marriage?
What?
How do you feel about their marriage?
I think is very happy and
Okay, you must be able to describe their marriage, not just say three sentences. You must be able to say, for example, their love for each other is genuine. They've got so much patience with each other. They take care of each other. When I observe them closely, I can see that they're really soulmates and that they are actually, and I envy them. Okay, so I'm going to give you some words. Man, I can't see you. You need to put your camera on for me, please. It's difficult to talk to somebody I can't see, okay? Man? I can't see you. You need to put your computer on or your... I need to see your faces. Uyên and Ngọc, you can drop your cameras. I can only see from here. I can't speak to somebody like that. I need to see your face. Okay. Man, who do you know for a happy couple? A couple that's happily married? Your parents, your neighbors, your teacher, your granny and grandpa. It can be anyone.
I know
Big voice.
my teacher have a happy marriage.
How do you know that? What do they do together?
Because he often tell story about his marriage in my class.
And what do they do together? What do they do together? Do they go shopping? Do they do sports together? Do they cook together?
They often go to eat outside together, and they go shopping together and watching movie.
Okay, and how do you... Okay, good. And how do you feel about their marriage? Do you think that is how a marriage should be? Do you think they can make it better?
I think it's perfect, and especially marriage, and it doesn't have nothing.
Okay, okay. I'm going to help you with some words, some vocabulary words we can use when you describe your parents or your teacher. Now, the first thing we can do here. Let me show you here first. Here, how you feel about their marriage. Vocabulary you can use here. Let's type it in another color so we can see it. Okay, vocabulary here that we can use is I envy them. I'm going to show you the Vietnamese name now. I envy them. I think they are the perfect married couple, or they are the epitome of a perfect married couple. They are the epitome. I'm going to play it for you now, of a perfectly married couple. And because you are now already saying why, because you are, this is the end paragraph when you end off. They've got the best marriage or the happy marriage by no doubt, without any doubt. I believe that I can see that they are happy from the outside, but I can also see that they are happy from the inside because I observe them a lot. When you observe them, you see them out in places. They always have smiles on their faces. They always talk nicely to each other with respect. You can say here also, they always respect each other. And respect is a very important part of a marriage. So when I observe them and see them out in the streets, going shopping or jogging, they're always happy and respecting each other. Maybe they are soulmates. You can see by far that they are soulmates and they love for each other. Their love for each other is genuine. Genuine means it's real. It's not fake. They're not putting a fake face on. It's genuine. Sorry. Yeah. So these are words you can use for your last paragraph. It's genuine. Okay. So they are the epitome of a perfectly married couple. I can see not only from the outside but the inside that they have huge respect for each other because I observe them. You can see that they are soulmates because their love for each other is genuine. And I envy a couple like this because I would love to have a marriage like this. So these are words you can use for your last paragraph. I will do the Vietnamese words now. Let's have a look who they are. Okay, so this part here. Okay, so this part here, let's have a look at some vocabulary words you can use there. Okay, vocabulary words you can use while you are saying who they are. So first you're going to say it's your parent, it's your teacher, it's Mr. and Mrs. So you're going to say parents, say teacher, Mr. and Mrs. So you're going to say who it is. Then you're going to say how you know them. If it's your parents, obviously you'll know your parents. If it's a teacher, she was my grade 4 teacher or my sport teacher. In my opinion, they have a great marriage. They have been married for 20 years, maybe. Maybe you can say for how long your parents are married for. And they are still very much in love. They like teenage romantics. When you observe them closely, you can see how great they love each for their others. They've got a blissfully, they're a blissfully married pair. I will go through the words with you now. It's a duo. I first saw the duo, or my parents are a great duo. Duo means 2 people. Okay, we can use those words too. You can say they've got a friendly attitude towards other people, or towards each other. They've got a friendly attitude. You can say they you can say amiable and frank behavior. I will do all the meanings with you now. So these are just words you can use. Okay, now you can say they do lots of things together, like cooking, watching movies. You can say they like to tour to different countries together, play games together. They take their dog for a walk, go for walks. Just put it up here a little bit so I can do more. You can also say, let me just put in here shopping. You can put shopping in here. Lots of different things that they can do. Traveling. You can say festivals. You can talk about festivals, what they do for each other or how they dress up. So these are a lot of different things you can talk about here, or vocabulary you can use. Okay, then I'm going to type it for you as well. Okay, now I'm going to look for the words and see if you understand all the words. Let me just find it first. Let's go to the last paragraph first. We'll first talk about okay, here. Okay, let's talk about envy first. I'm going to play envy for you first and see if you understand it, and then we'll go through the meanings. English to Vietnam. Okay, envy.
Đố kỵ. Đố kỵ.
You understand that? Envy. Let me type it for you. Envy. Envy means you are it's not that you wish you are them, but you envy them because they, hang on, let's see here. It's a feeling of qualities. You want to be like them, you envy them. It's a feeling that you want what they want, or you want what they have. Want what they have. You envy their love for each other. Okay, epitome. Epitome means to be perfect. They are the epitome, perfectly married, a couple. It's a person that is perfect, or the example, the qualities of them. They are perfect for each other. So let me see if I can translate that for you. Okay, epitome. Epitome of a perfectly married couple.
Hình ảnh thu nhỏ của một cặp vợ chồng hoàn hảo. Hình ảnh thu nhỏ của một cặp vợ chồng hoàn hảo.
Do you understand? You have to say yes or no. You can't just keep quiet. Do you understand? I can't hear anyone. Do you understand this? Yes or no? If you don't speak to me, I won't know. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. I can only hear one person. Uyên and Man, are you there or are you not there? Okay, you need to speak to me. If you don't tell me, I don't know. Your teacher wants to know that you understand. If you don't talk to me, I won't know. I can't smell it. You need to say it with your mouth. Yes, teacher, I understand. No, teacher, I don't. Okay? Observe. Observe is to look at somebody and without saying anything, you look at their behavior. You observe them. Let's have a look what observe is.
Quan sát. Quan sát.
There we go. Uyên, do you understand this one? Okay, Uyên is not there. Respect. Respect means it's the feeling you have towards somebody. So you won't hurt them. You've got respect for them. Let's type respect for you.
Kính chào. Kính chào.
Ngọc, do you understand this one?
Yes.
Okay, Man, you understand this one? Okay, soulmate. Soulmate means your heart.
Tri kỷ.
Listen.
Tri kỷ. Tri kỷ.
So a soulmate, some people believe you only have one on earth. Other people believe you've got more than one soulmate. Soulmate is your soul, your inner heart, your whole mind and your setting is drawn to this person. It's not somebody I choose. Oh, that person is pretty. That's my soulmate. It's a feeling you have. You are getting drawn to each other and you can't help it. It's not something you choose. It's something your heart and your soul chooses. You get drawn to each other and then you get you become great friends, and that's where, and then you get married or you fall in love. That's a soulmate. You can't choose it. It just happens. The love for each other is genuine. Let's see what genuine is. Genuine means real. It's real.
Thành thật. Thành thật.
Oh, yeah, yes, that one. It's real. It's not a lie. It's genuine. Okay, let's have a look at other words. Parents, good, deep love, a bond, friendship, communication. Okay, being married, teenage romantics. Let's type this one for you. Teenage romantics. Romantics. Here, let's listen.
Lãng mạn tuổi teen. Lãng mạn tuổi teen.
Romantics, observe. Blissfully, let's see what blissfully is. Blissfully, here.
Hạnh phúc. Hạnh phúc.
That's blissfully, it's like very happy. Dio, dio is a pair, it means two. Dio, it's a pair.
Cặp đôi.
That's a pair. Amiable is also a word you can use. Amiable, amiable and frank. Okay, I'm going to type a whole sentence for you. Amiable. Amiable and frank behavior.
Sự hòa nhã và thẳng thắn. Cư xử hòa nhã và thẳng thắn.
Okay, now I need every person to have a look on this screen and tell me if there's any other words you don't know. I need to tell you now and help you now before we write the essay. So is there anybody that does not know any other word that I need to type the Vietnamese word for you? Have a look on the screen. I'm going to give you 1 minute to look on the screen. If there's any words you don't understand, please tell me so I can help you to understand it better, okay? And then we're going to type the essay so we can see how it looks using these words. It's not the only words you can use. There are a lot of other words you can also use. These are just words that I thought we can use around the topic. What we first have a look at what a happy marriage is, so we know what we can talk about. Then we have a look at the vocabulary we can use. You can also use other words. You don't have to use all these words. If you don't want to use dio, you don't have to. If you don't want to use envy, you don't have to. You can use other words. But the more greater words you use or complex words you use, the higher your score. Not just simple words. We have to use sometimes like dio. It's not a simple word, but try and use higher words or more complex words. Okay, I'm going to send this to you. Your teacher will send it to you as well. I want to start with the essay so we can see how it looks. Ngok, is there any word here you don't understand? I can't hear you, sweetie. You have to unmute.
Yes, I think not.
Okay. Uyên, any other words you don't understand? You can tell me now. Uyên, is there any word on this board or the screen that you don't know?
No.
Okay, Man, any words you don't know that you want help with? Do you know all the words, Man, or do you want me to help you with one word?
No, teacher.
Say again, do you know the words? Okay, right. Now I want you to try. Ngok, we're going to start with you. Try again to tell me about your parents and use some of these words. Doesn't have to be perfect. We are all just trying now. Just say who they are, how you find them in the house, or do they give each other or hugs, or maybe your dad buys your mom some flowers now and then, or maybe your mom takes some breakfast in bed for your dad sometimes, or it can be something, little things that's special. Maybe daddy helps mommy with the washing and he goes hangs up the washing for her, or she takes the dog for a walk, or things that they do for each other and how you feel. Let's just talk about this one here. How do you feel about their marriage? Ngok? Let's just talk about the last one here. Use these words. How do you feel about their marriage?
I feel they're married. That's my parent is a lovely couple.
Good. Because they show lots of respect for each other. And when I observe them, I can see that they are soulmates and their love for each other is genuine. I really envy them. That's what you can say. I think my parents is a lovely couple because they show great respect for each other. When I observe them, that means to look at them. When I observe them, I can see that they are soulmates and their love for each other is genuine, it's real. That's why I envy them and I hope to have the same marriage as they have. Okay, something simple, doesn't have to be too complicated. Uyên, tell me about your parents' marriage, just the end part here. How do you feel about their marriage, Uyên?
They respect each other, and the love for each other is genuine.
Okay, a little bit better. Yes, man. What can you tell me? It was your teacher who you spoke about. What can you tell me about your teacher?
My teacher have a happy marriage.
I can't hear you. You have to speak with a big voice.
My teacher have a happy marriage and respect his
when I observe them, I can see that they respect each other. What else do you want to say?
And when I observe I can see
they respect
together and their love for each other is genuine.
Yes, that's it. And I envy them, or I would like to be like them one day. And so you have to say, I envy them, or I think they have a great marriage by far, or with no doubt. I don't doubt it. I don't even think about it. I know they've got a great marriage because I can see it. So I know they've got a great marriage because you can, when I observe it, you can see it, not only from the outside, but the inside, because they are so friendly. They're a friendly couple. They're always smiling and helping each other. Okay, great. Okay, now it's going to stop. You must come back. We're going to have the last 10 minutes, and now I'm going to type example for you. And you can use that example to do your own. Okay, we can talk about parents, and we will use that example to help you with it. I will also send this to your teacher. Your teacher will send it to you as well, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to clear this. And then we're going to type it for you as an essay. Can say. So there will be 3 or 4 paragraphs.